Welcome to the end of week 6 of the 2023 Legislative General Session. I'd like to talk a little bit today about the constitutional amendment, the earmark for public education. The reality is the only state in the nation that has any kind of a constitutional earmark on income taxes is Utah. And that has caused some real challenges. When that earmark was put in place, income tax was a very small part of the state budget. We were essentially funded by sales tax, property tax, and some excise tax. Today, income tax is the largest component of our state budget, far more than was ever anticipated when that was put in the Constitution. You know, it's interesting, we don't have a constitutional protection for roads, for corrections, for public safety, for natural resources, for any of the other departments. And yet every year in and year out, when we do polling, and I really appreciate every one of your responses to our legislative poll, education is a top priority. That's true for conservatives, it's true for liberals, it's true for Republicans, it's true for Democrats, and it's true for legislators. So the idea that somehow education won't be funded if there's not a constitutional earmark is simply not accurate. As a matter of fact, what's happened, the earmark has actually been a crutch. It's been a reason that many legislators say, well, the Constitution protects education funding, therefore we don't have to do anything more. The reality is that we need to have a robust, world-class education system. I don't know of a legislator that doesn't support that. We're going to put an amendment on the ballot to amend a constitutional amendment that would remove the earmark. But to remove the earmark has nothing to do with our commitment to funding public education and to continuing to increase the funding of public education so that our children receive the best education possible. There will be a companion bill that's being introduced. I hope you'll give it careful consideration. We need some flexibility in our budget, but that flexibility is not going to come at the expense of public ed funding. Thanks for listening.